Here we presents the top 5 Best144hz gaming monitors. Starting at number 5, LG 25UM58P25. LG is one of the big players when it comes to monitors, and they even make their own in-house display panels. This gives the brand great leverage and is one of the reasons behind LG's success in the mainstream ultra-wide monitor space. Out of the entire lineup, the monitor worthy to be on our list as the best ultra-wide gaming monitor under $200 is none other than the highly praised LG 25UM58P. Upon the first gaze, two immediate things are very noticeable. The first is the height of the monitor, because the panel here is only 173 height. This is because the screen size is measured diagonally, so the added horizontal real estate of an ultra-wide monitor is at the cost of its vertical one. The other noticeable thing is the use of the piano glossy black plastic for the case finish. Aesthetics aside, this finish is very vulnerable to scratches and fingerprints. The dust also accumulates easily on the surface when compared to a matte surface. One thing that is not acceptable, though, and which is also common on most monitors under $200, is lack of height or swivel adjustability. The tilt functionality also acts at a very acute set of angles, which is also not ideal. What we cannot fault about this monitor, though, is the build quality. LG has a high standard in this regard, and it shows in their products. This monitor also a good treatment, and the fit and finish in the overall construction of the monitor is solid. No creaks or rattles are present in the chassis, and the monitor is also very stable on its feet. It sticks well to the surface, and does not wobble around even with a slight nudge. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, Sceptre IPS24. Only once in a while, you get to experience a product that punches way above its weight and matches the performance of more expensive products. This product, in our experience, was Sceptre IPS248FPT168, which had us in an awe of disbelief because it offered an IPS panel with a 165 Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time for just under $200. The design is reminiscent of the latest Sceptre models, with all of them sharing the common frameless design with toned down and muted color scheme. This monitor is enterprise ready because it has no flair in its design. The body is clean with just the Sceptre name spelled out on the bottom screen bezel in the back. The stand you get with this monitor is also very generic, with 3 protruding legs from the base that support the weight of the chassis. These stands are pretty common because of their great stability, but this stability comes at the expense of adjustability. In this monitor, you only get tilt adjustment, and height, swivel, and pivot adjustments are absent. The tough theme continues with the build quality as well, with the body of the monitor being rigid and free from any unnecessary flex. This monitor is definitely made to last you a while and can withstand some harsh use over time as well. Halfway of my listed number 3, Acer XFA240 bmjdpr 24. Tennessee panels have always been the preferred choice for many gamers due to their fast response time and low input lag, and the newer generation panels like the one found on this Acer XFA240 have also set out to rectify some of the inherent issues of the earlier technology. Among the sea of newer generation monitors, this Acer XFA240 really stands out because of its panel, hence earning the spot in our list as the best Tennessee gaming monitor under $200. Acer has gone away with their gamery styling in this model, therefore, giving the monitor a very industrial and classy design. Besides the red ring insert on the base of the stand, there is not a single element in the design that can obstruct its enterprise appearance. The bezels around the screen also contribute to that factor, because they are wide and chunky like you will find in generic monitors. This monitor is so simple that Acer did not try to hide the placement of the on-screen buttons. They are placed directly on the chin on the monitor, unlike other manufacturers that place them on the bottom of the side of the monitor for a cleaner, unobtrusive look. Speaking of the stand, it is also fully ergonomic and features height, tilt, and swivel adjustments. If you do not want to use the stand, this monitor also supports a 100mm VESA mount. But be wary when placing this monitor on a mount, because it is heavy due to the solid construction and the use of high-quality materials. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, ASUS 24. ASUS is one of the brands that is heavily invested in the professional esport scene, and they also make some excellent peripherals that some professional teams use. This ASUS VG248QG is a monitor that, although not being up to professional standard, is still the best experts monitor you can get for under $200. The design of ASUS VG248QG can be summed up in 2 words, the being clean and minimalist. The bezels have equal proportion all around the screen, and despite not being a frameless monitor, it still looks good due to the relatively narrow bezels. Besides the red accent on the base of the stand, you cannot distinguish this to be a gaming-oriented monitor, so this monitor will be safe if you want to use it in a more formal space. Speaking of the stand, and with this monitor, you are indeed getting a high-quality, stable, and sturdy stand. The stand also has a full suite of adjustability options, i.e. height, tilt, and swivel. When it comes to the build and construction, ASUS always puts out solid monitors, and this is no exception. There are no creaks or rattles here in the chassis whatsoever, and the wobble is also minimal. Only when it is shaken violently that it exhibits some wobble. The finish of the plastic material is also smooth and feels plucked out of a more expensive monitor. And number 1. ASUS24G224. This monitor came at a time when high refresh rate IPS panels were maturing and becoming more mainstream. This was the first mainstream monitor that had IPS panel technology with fast response times and refresh rate. ASUS also did other things with this monitor, and now even with other similar monitors this still reigns supreme, and therefore earns itself the title of our Best144hz monitor under $200 for gaming. ASUS made sure that this monitor appeased consumers, so they went with a modern borderless design that is easily likable. Speaking of the stand, it is quite sturdy and sticks well to the surface, providing the monitor a firm grip. The feet of the stand are but elongated, which can interfere with the other peripherals, and especially if you have a small desk, so keep that in mind. The stand also has full adjustment, meaning this monitor can be adjusted for height, tilt, and swivel. Placing the monitor in an upright position is also possible, so programmers out there rejoice. We could not find any flaw in the build quality as well, and being out, the quality control should also be fine. The sturdy stand together with the rigid body eliminates any flex or wobble in the chassis. Overall, a very solidly built product. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.